Okay, here we go. Hi, everybody. I'm Teresa McGallagher from the Miracles Tribe, and I'm here with our weekly Wednesday wisdom video. And the title of my video is What Do You Want? So I put a lot of thought into what to speak about today because I didn't feel really compelled to share any wisdom from A Course in Miracles with you. But instead, I thought I would reach out to you and ask you, what is it you would like to hear about? What is it you want to know more about? What is it that you want to understand, that you feel that you're struggling with? And what is it that you want out of life? So when I was younger, I thought I wanted certain things out of life and that those were the things that would make me happy. I thought I wanted a boyfriend and that would solve all my problems. If I could just find the right guy to love me or ask me to get married, settle down and have kids. I wanted a great career. I thought that would give me all the material things that I wanted in life, and I wanted to travel. So I had a lot of desires as a young person, and many of those manifested in my life. But even though I was able to meet the right guy and have a great career and travel and get married and have children, I still found that through much of my life, there was this kind of subtle, dissatisfaction. Like things would be good for a while and then something would happen and I would feel upset or aggravated, and it was a lot of up and down, up and down. And I thought that was normal. I thought that everybody went through life that way and that I was like doomed or destined to just struggle with these ups and downs. And it came to a point in my life when I finally identified that what I really wanted most was peace. I really wanted to feel peaceful. I wanted harmony in my life. I wanted peace of mind. I wanted to be able to relax and not worry about things, not stress about things, not be anxious about things. And it wasn't like I had panic attacks on a regular basis. It wasn't like I woke up in the middle of the night, fretting about what was going to happen. But there were many nights when I had trouble falling asleep, where I would lay in bed thinking, oh, I should have done this, or I should have said that, or I screwed up, or, kind of beating myself up or feeling bad for shortcomings that I saw in myself. And I had a lot of struggles with relationships in my life with people who did not do the things I wanted them to do, or give me the things I wanted them to give me, or act the way I thought they should be acting. And I created a lot of misery for myself by having these set ideas and notions about how life should go, and then resisting the way that it was actually going, and then feeling stressed out and tired and exhausted, like life was just an uphill battle. Uphill, that's not right. Life was a battle or an uphill struggle, uphill, whatever it is. So my question to you is, what is it that you want out of life? Do you really want peace? And if you say you want peace, are you doing the things in your life that create peace for you and the people around you? Because this is where the rubber meets the road. When you say you want something, but your actions show that you really value something else, there's a level of hypocrisy. And we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to look at what we say we want and what we do, and do those things match up? Because if I say that what I really want is peace in my life, but I'm nitpicking and criticizing somebody, or I'm like creating drama and gossiping, that's not creating peace and harmony. I'm creating conflict in my own life by doing those things. So when peace of mind and a peaceful life became a high value for me, I realized I had to let those things go. I had to stop talking about other people behind their backs. I had to stop giving my husband a hard time every time he didn't throw his clothing in the laundry basket or whatever it was that I was annoyed about. I had to stop picking on my kids and saying, you could do better, and shift that dynamic to instead appreciating things in life that were going well. because that's where peace comes from. It comes from gratitude and appreciation. So what is it that you want, and do you even know? You've got to get clear on this. Clarity is power. If you don't know what you want, you're never going to get it. Or to paraphrase Yogi Berra, who said, if you don't know where you're going, you're going to end up somewhere else. If you don't know what it is you want, you can never get it. That is critical. And then once you decide what you want, look at it and ask, is this really going to give me what it is I crave in life? Because we get caught up in thinking, I want a husband, I want a good career, I want a beautiful home, I want to travel, thinking that those things are going to give us a certain kind of feeling. That when I get those things in the world of form, in the material world, then I'll feel relaxed, then I'll feel happy, then I'll feel peaceful. But the truth is, it's a paradox. You have to decide you want to feel peaceful first, and then all those things start to manifest in your life. You have to turn that thing on its head. Instead of trying from a place of lack and a place of neediness and a place of desperation to acquire things in the world, instead to know that at the spiritual level, at the energetic level, that all those things already exist for you. They're already there for you. And the recognition of that, the acceptance of that concept, of that idea, the realization that everything already exists in the spiritual energetic plane, and all I have to do is recognize it and accept it and be open to receive it, will allow it to come to me. So once I decided that peace was my priority, that I wanted to feel peaceful no matter what was going on around me, all of a sudden the people around me started to change. They stopped annoying me all the time. Sometimes they annoy me a little bit here and there, but in general, there stopped being a lot of conflict in my life, because you're the source of everything in your world. It's coming from you. It's not happening to you. The world is not happening to you. You are creating your world with your thoughts and with your feelings and with your level of energy, and that is being projected out into the world. So A Course in Miracles, my spiritual practice, says ideas leave not their source. There's nothing going on out there. It's all happening in here. And when you make that shift in here, you start to see a different picture out there. So I just wanted to address the fact that many of us go through life living this kind of mediocre existence. We settle. We're like, it's bad, but it's not that bad. I can just put up with it. It's too much work to change it. It's going to require some effort or sacrifice on my part to make this shift. So I'll just keep going along with what I've always been doing. Well, if you want certain things and what you've always been doing is not making those things happen for you, you need to try something else. You can't get there from here. You can't head to New York and end up in California. Or if you do, you got to go all the way around the planet. It's going to take a long time. It's going to cost a lot of money for gas. So set your intention, set your focus for what it is you want, and then ask yourself, am I doing the things that are going to lead to that? And do I know that I already have that? Can I feel as if I already have it? Sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. Sometimes you have to tell yourself you're already rich, you're already married, you're already happy, so that you can generate that feeling within yourself instead of expecting someone or something outside yourself to give you that feeling. So I'd love to hear from you what it is you want. Carly and I, especially in this Miracles Attraction community, would like to know what it is you want from us. how we can serve you, how we can help you, how we can help you make your life better, because both of us have gone through a major transformation in our lives where at one point we were kind of miserable or very miserable, and that has completely shifted, and now we're living lives of abundance, peace, joy. It's just a delight to be here on this planet, and we want that for all of you. That is what we want for you. That is why we created this community, to support you in your spiritual path and to show you that your spiritual path will deliver all those other things to you. So what many of us do is we're like, I'm going to take care of all the physical stuff first. I'm going to worry about making the money first. I'm going to worry about getting married and having the kids first. I'm going to worry about building the house first and buying the car first. And then when I have some extra time left over in my free time, I'll connect with spirit. And, you know, it's the last priority for many of us, frankly. And it was when I realized that I had been interested in spirituality my entire life. From the time I was a young child, it was always my interest, but I never put it at the forefront. It was always on the back burner. And a lot of that was because of, I don't want to say shame, but wanting to conform and not seem weird or airy-fairy or woo-woo or whatever. And, you know, wanting to be accepted by people in my circle who were not like-minded. They were not interested in spirituality. So it was always on the back burner. And it was in 2015 when I finally said to myself, I am going to make this the number one thing in my life. Finally, I've been telling myself one day when I have the time, when I have the, when I have the time, basically. I never made time for it. I kept thinking when I have the time one day, I'll do the Course in Miracles. I had the book literally for 30 years, doing it here and there, dabbling. And one day I said to myself, you can't keep lying to yourself about this now. The kids are practically grown. Your husband's at work all day. You're retired. You have the time. If you're not doing it, it's because you're making excuses and finding other things to do. So I made the commitment and I started and I made it my priority, and everything shifted so quickly within a year. My self-doubt fell away. My fears fell away. My anxieties fell away. My misery and aggravation fell away. Those things just left me. They didn't want to stick around anymore once, you know, the ego knows that its days are numbered. And when it sees that the gig is up, that's that. So I just want to encourage you, if you are still having a lot of ups and downs in your life, if you still feel like life is a struggle or an uphill battle, I'm still not sure about that phrase. If you feel like it's harder than it needs to be, or that you wish it were easier and lighter, there's a better way. There's a better way. It doesn't have to be like that. And I just want to share this story you may have heard before about the way to kill a frog. If you take a frog and you throw him in a pot of boiling water, he's going to jump right back out again, because the shock to his system is going to make him react. But if you put a frog in a pot of cool water and then you turn the heat up little by little, bit by bit, the temperature will rise, and eventually you can boil that frog alive before he knows what happened. And this is the experience that many of us have in life, where we are accustomed to this low-grade misery, this kind of just dissatisfaction that permeates life, and we allow it because we're so used to it. We think it's normal, and we think that there's no way to shift it or change it without a huge sacrifice or huge payment or struggle of some sort on our part. And I'm here to tell you that the effort that you make to shift that is so small compared to the reward and the payoff that you receive when you are connected with your divine source, with infinite intelligence. It is every bit worth the effort. It just requires a little willingness. So that's my spiel for today. I thank you so much for joining me. It's always so great to see you on here. Guys, hi Suzanne, Rebecca, Jamie, Janine, Brooke, I think, and Bill. Great to see you guys, and please continue to participate in our community and let us know what you would like from us. You can find our website at www.miraclestribe.com. We have a newsletter that goes out from there every week if you'd like to subscribe. And Carly and I are blessed to have you in our community. I'm Teresa McGallagher, and I love you. Bye-bye.